I'm building a $200,000 a year business as a solo freelancer, and the way this video goes is I'm going to go through some growth stats. I'm going to show you some tasks done and problems faced throughout the day. I'm going to show you the task I'm going to do the next day on the next video, which I'm going to create right here, right now with you. And then I'm going to talk about some documentation, lessons learned, and some comments around my day and what happened, just so I can build in public, document my journey, and have some accountability from myself to myself, and maybe from you as well. And if you have any questions, just drop down here, and I'm gonna also have a third section over here, which is going to be when somebody does a Q&A, which is questions and answers regarding anything on my YouTube or anywhere, even questions that people ask on the street. Like people come on the street and say, "Hey, Rodrigo, I have a question about growth marketing." It's okay, so let me answer you. So what is this thing over here on my screen? This is my life. So how good my life is has a number. And I have been thinking a lot about that. So back in 2018, I built this simple spreadsheet, which basically has the scores and a simple yes or no for every single habit I have been tracking. And with that, I can plot the data and I can even find using regressive models, statistical models to try and understand, okay, so what is the correlation between me going to the gym and being happier or maybe working more? What's the correlation between drinking milk? So I stopped drinking milk because of that data, for example. So that graph that you can see is not only some fancy number. Oh, it's 150,000. That's beautiful. So my life is so 150,000-ish. No, it's more important than that. It can go deep down as understanding. If I show you this other step over here, the zeros and ones, you can see with the amount of data that I have, I can correlate different stuff and try to understand exactly how they connect and they correlate with one another. I'm sorry, it's in Portuguese. I was using this thing over here when I was living in Brazil, so some parts of it is still in Portuguese. But what happens is everything you can see is my life, and we can find correlation. We can grow ourselves in. And the most important part is the habit you tried to build last year. You already forgot. You were trying to build, but there's nothing telling you that you forgot. This is the stuff. At least that's for me. I forget stuff all the time. I forget I need to take out the trash. I forget I need to drink water. I forget I just forget everything. And I believe most of us do, and that's normal. So high performance does not mean that you have like a brain that is high performance and you are built with the brain. It just means that you have systems that let you do not take decisions, but instead just move along. But yeah, so the way this thing is going to happen is I'll try to follow the whole process over here is I'm going to try to share some growth stats and I'm building some assets which I can share with you and we can think about how we can create those together. If not, yeah, that's it is what it is. But let me show you something over here. I have my daily routine which I built 2 videos ago, I believe, and I then created this life and business growth dashboard. And the way I think this is going to happen is, and I need to prepare everything, is I am going to be showing you what did I do yesterday. So I think it's interesting if I talk about the Upwork outreach, email outreach, LinkedIn outreach, meta ads, the sales that I made, the sales that I didn't make, the problems that I face, which is the business part, which is important. But what about my health? For example, today I had a major win, an amazing win. I have been trying to get back to running, but I'm facing some serious issues with my legs. I need to stretch a lot, so I have been stretching and following a program from forgot the name of the guy is the stretching guy anyway, and I have been stretching a lot for the past 2 months and I have been stay flexi or something like that. But anyway, so I have been developing my health a lot in the past 2 months, and today I was running. I went down to run, and what happened was I was able to do the double sprint, what I call the double sprint, which is you're kind of jogging and then you just go with everything that you got and you sprint like you are flying. And this is one of the things that I most love in life, which is the feeling of, oh God, my whole body is involved in this activity. And yeah, it makes me feel alive. So I think that documenting the business growth is nice. So when I make a sale, I'm going to present it over here. Oh, nice. I just made a sale today. So on Upwork, I can say, oh, I sent 5 proposals today. I got 2 leads, which is a response. I had 0 appointments booked, actually. So, and I had a no-show, which I know, yeah, I need to get, oh, this correct? Yeah, this is correct. So basically, I'm going to show the numbers over here every single day. I don't have an email outreach running right now, so I do have the accounts, everything is warmed up, everything is ready. So I'm going to also bring those numbers and just talk briefly about them, as well as LinkedIn outreach, which I recently started. And I'm just surprised because out of 20 people that I outreach every day, I get like 15 of them accept. It's crazy. So I'll be documenting those numbers as well as meta ads. And the habits is also important because the person that I am becoming, my identity is rooted within the habits. The business side is only numbers and money and all of that stuff. So yeah, this is what I'll be doing. And for today, tasks done. I'm gonna say nothing because we didn't do any tasks. Like at the first day, I'm going to log some tasks, but I'm going to create one task, which is I'm just hitting Control Space. I have to do it installed, so I can just hit Control Space and I can start creating a task for myself over here. So what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to create a task which is to start um, email outreach. And this involves a lot of different things, but I'm going to say it like this and have the deadline for Monday. So next video that I'm going to record, I'm going to have that one ready. I'm going to show it over to you. And one of the things that's going to be interesting about those videos, at least is what excites me a lot, is the fact that I can document the stuff that I do. And I just love to document stuff, to have everything prepared. And if you want to use it, feel free to do it. I'll be very happy if you do it. So, for example, what I built yesterday, which is the thing that I am going to record the video when it's really completed because it's not yet. So, yeah, let me show you. So, this is an automation that gave me some existential crisis. Maybe you can relate to that. It's a bizarre feeling. The fact that what this thing is going to allow me to do is this is a marketing plan and it's not a simple stuff. Oh, let me find on Google some stuff over here. It's pretty deep. It combines all my experience related to how can I find all the information, combine it and compress it and process it and overthink it just so it makes sense and we can use it and use it for everything. If you want to create ads, if you want to create a landing page, you just send the document to somebody, the person is going to be able to understand. It's not a branding document, but it's a marketing plan regarding performance. So how do we go there and fight? Not fight. How do we care for the clients? So I was thinking today, and when I was running, not when I was running, but in between the runs, I was thinking about something which is as soon I was talking to ChatGPT and I'm going back and forth because one thing that I realized is I have a $300 plan that I sell on Upwork, usually for business owners that are founders and business owners that they are in the beginning of their career, so they don't have a lot of budget, but they want some push. And I created this stuff, which is the marketing plan, was tailored and optimized. I use the same marketing plan for big businesses, but for the small business, the benefit that they get is they have my everything without needing to pay my everything. So basically, I when I started doing that stuff, it would take like 10 hours, 12 hours, and then I optimize SOP. And I right now it's taking between 3 and 6 hours to in order to create and deliver to the client. But today, when I automated that, I was thinking to myself, oh, now that it's automated, it's not fully automated yet, but it's just a small step I need to send the information to a PDF, and then I'm going to have the PDF ready. And basically, what it needs to be fed is a discovery call. So I'm going to have a call with the client. Hey, I use Ping. So what is the situation? What is the problem you're facing? What is the implication of that? And I'm going to basically connect. What is your need pay off for whatever you are doing? So I tell them that, and it creates the marketing plan. And it's amazing. But the first thing that I thought was, oh no, now that this thing is going to take like 1 hour, the discovery call plus the 15 minutes which is to operate it, I cannot sell it anymore because it's now unfair. So I had this existential crisis and I was talking to myself, talking to ChatGPT. I posted something on a school community and thinking, oh, it doesn't make sense because this stuff to me now it's even if I give it to you and I'm gonna post it in here somewhere, you will use it, but the application is not going to be the same as the one that I do because this is based on my experience on everything that I did, and I know it's going to be valuable. I know you're going to have a nice document, and you can even use it for yourself. I'm going to use it for myself. I'm going to use it for all my clients. I'm going to do it constantly. But yeah, so I was thinking and remembering from the time I had digital courses and mentorships, and I remember how aggressive I was to sell my mentorship. And it was the same thing. It was like, oh, it's a copy and paste. If somebody buys my $1,000 mentorship, it's a copy and paste. I'm not going to have costs. There's nothing. If they use a credit card, there's nothing I'm going to do next. And I was not afraid of the value I was going to provide. But now because I'm selling services, it's like I feel like, oh hey, you pay me $300, I should work for you like 5 hours or maybe 3 hours or whatever. But I need to show work. And I facing that challenge of removing that barrier because now that I automated this stuff and it took too many hours to do it. My first thought was, oh, I need to stop selling it because it's not fair. That's stupid. But yeah, it's interesting to think about that, and more importantly, is to be aware because if we are not aware of our self-limiting beliefs, we won't be able to progress. So yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that I'm facing this challenge and constantly actively trying to face it because I was so stupid to think, oh, now that I did that, I cannot sell it anymore. No, it's like if I don't sell that stuff, some people they charge $1,200 for the same stuff with less quality. So one thing that was a back and forth I had with ChatGPT is if I don't sell to them the one that I charge $300, which used to take 5 hours and now it's gonna take 1 hour, it's like I'm stealing their $900 because somebody else is going to sell them the same stuff, but for a much higher price. So I need to think about that and remember it. But yeah, I just created the task and going back to the script is this is kind of the lesson learned for today. And documentation is some days I'm going to create an extra video. I'm going to use the same channel, so a few things that I was about a bit worried about, but now I don't care. Let me just keep moving because moving is faster than thinking about moving. And let me show over here. So I was thinking, oh, should I have one channel? Should I have two channels? Should I have three? Or should I have a daily updates channel and then a content channel and a podcast channel because I want to create a podcast as well? But what was happening was I just didn't do anything because I didn't know the right answer. Should I create another channel because this channel was created like 1 year ago and I don't have like the initial boost that new channels have? I don't know. So what I'm going to do is before trying to solve the problem, and I remember I spoke with a client yesterday and he said exactly that. He said, I asked, well, how did you self-limiting beliefs? And he said, I just pushed through. I said, oh, that's nice. That's a good answer. So I am going to try and do the same. I have my routine in place. I am going to, I think I can try that as well, or track that as well. Yeah, not sure how, but I'll think about it. But basically, I'm going to be using this spreadsheet. I'm going to create a nice little dashboard as well, have this course, and when I'm ready, like so this thing was built for me. And when, as I said on yesterday's video, because I'm documenting over here and showing it to you, I'll be able to give it to you for you to download. And when you download, you can use it for yourself, and you can see the score on your habits, and you can see that now you are at 150,000 something. You, 150,000 you, and you're getting better at being you. So yeah, I think that's all. Thank you for listening. I hope that somehow in the bigger picture, these videos I'm making are going to help me because I want to help myself, and I also want to help you. So this is the building of a $200,000, $200,000 a year business as a solo freelancer. Thank you very much. I wish you have an amazing day. Bye bye.